Hey guys, Sean Fury here of Sean Fury's Hero Training School. I want to talk for a minute about character relapse. So we've talked about the seven roles that perpetuate oppressive environments, life exploitation systems, and we've talked about becoming heroic and what that entails. And I want to discuss for a minute the reality that under stressful conditions, uh, individuals are likely to relapse back into old patterns of behavior. Okay, so it's important to remember that if you want to maintain your hero status and you want to be able to engage in human ecosystem engineering and recovery operations, then so that you can have better experiences every day, then you're going to want to make sure that you take care of yourself. Try to get enough rest. Try to eat the right kind of foods, nutritious foods. Try to take some vitamins and mineral supplements if you can't get the right foods, and try to get to the gym, or jog or something, do some push-ups. Get that stressful energy out of your body because situational transformation is extremely stressful. I have literally, look at this, I've turned gray in the past like 5 years that I've been doing this. And maybe it's been more like 7 years, but I swear I used to have a full head of black hair like 7 years ago. And part of this has been because I've been getting a lot of bullies out of my life. And a lot of people have tried to stop me from creating this video series, from creating this program out of all the various reasons we've discussed. And some of them wanted to dominate me. Some of them wanted to destroy my effectiveness. Some of them thought I was just being an a-hole because I didn't want to care about people that were exploiting me. I mean, I didn't want to, enable them to keep doing it. And other people wanted to conceal the ways in which people were hurting me, and that was very difficult to deal with. And I had to figure this all out on my own. I got to be honest with you. I didn't have any hero support. So I want to talk about that as well. But first, so it's important to understand that when you're under stress, you might relapse into your old patterns, especially if you're coming out of like the Malfoy scenario where you were the scapegoat. So you want to watch out for sabotaging others and sabotaging yourself. Um, the minion is another really powerful one because if you were a kid and you got stuck in that habit of not caring about yourself and not loving yourself, and you fall back into that, it's going to really be detrimental because you're going to suddenly start hanging out with all these villainous characters again, and they're going to take away what you built. They're going to ruin it for you. So you got to really take that seriously and look out for yourself. And if you're someone who's caring about someone else who seems to be having a relapse into old patterns, just like with alcoholism and substance abuse recovery, you got to hang in there with them and you got to stay connected with them. Here's three things that you don't want to do. If you're dealing with a bystander type of person, you do not want to send them a message with your behavior that says you're a failure or I'm taking something away from you because you're not intervening. You're not going to see the grandkids because you don't intervene with the bullies. What you need to do instead is just make sure that you structure your visits in a way that ensures that the bystander won't be around a bully, because that way they won't have to get triggered by the bully and go into a bystander mode, and your kid won't have to experience the devastating effects of bullying and abuse, right? They won't have to lose their flourishing status. So instead of taking things away from the bystander and making them feel like they're losing, which will just reinforce their bystanderness, instead of doing that, you want to just structure your environment in a way that makes room for them to be the bystander. Like, just allow them to support you with money and going out to eat because they're not going to intervene and confront the bully and change your social group status, right? So you just got to accept that. Second thing we'll get into in a second when I come back with the next video is how to help villains to get out of the villain role.